This episode was brought to you by the DeBlaze team at Southwest Funding. Southwest's Funding, a better way to mortgage. I just got to the location for the Mompreneur event. Tonight's just kind of booths are set up where we can shop. We're going to do a couple of fun things tonight. It's only a couple of hours. And then tomorrow, it is an all-day conference that I'm going to take you along with me to see what all of these moms are doing in business and how they are all making a difference in their community. Let's go.
I want you guys to just sit here, get as comfortable as you can, closing down the eyes. And again, just bringing yourself to this space. Sometimes even this can be really uncomfortable for people. We're not used to sitting in a room of people with their eyes closed and trying to just breathe. And if you're not able to sit here and close your eyes and just be here, ask yourself why.
I'm here with Heather Smith, and we are at the VIP event with Mompreneur Co. Okay, I want to know, tell me what gave you this idea to do what you are doing, because even tonight, I was blown away. I was like, she's got like a system, and there were so many women here.
It's a lot.
It's very impressive. I'm very, very impressed. So I'd love to hear like how you started this, where you're going, all the things.
So Mompreneur Co. was launched last February when I found myself in a season of overwhelm and burnout of being a mother and a business owner and a wife. And I knew that there had to be a way to manage that well and to thrive at doing that. And I saw women in our community who were thriving at that. And so I created a safe community for women to come together and share their struggles and share their challenges and connect with one another and help each other, rise together and just grow and expand.
It's awesome.
Personally.
So this is your second year?
Yes. No, this is my first. I just started
this
February. This is my first year. I haven't even had a full year.
Do you see what you did?
Yeah, February we launched and we had our first summit in April. We had 50 women
that's
join
the one
us
that I
there.
missed. Okay.
Yes, and now we've doubled. We have 120 in attendance in this one. So in less than 6 months.
Well, I love it.
Yes.
Is there anything that you want the audience to know about this? Like, I know you're just now kind of getting started, so you're like, I don't know, we're still trying to figure this out, but is there like a web page people can follow, a group people can?
Yeah, so if you're looking for in-person Facebook group, if you're a Facebook girly, we have our Mompreneur Co. community to where you can connect through there. We have our Instagram page, which is mom.preneur.co. We also have our Facebook page, which is Mompreneur Co. Our future is very bright, it's very big. We have mom and kid events like disco parties coming up. We have mom only events and then future workshops and future summits. And we are hoping, our goal is to double to 250.
You can do it.
Next.
You can easily
next
do
year.
it.
It's gonna be great.
Well,
2025 is gonna be so good.
Well, thank you for letting me be a small piece of this. It was amazing tonight, and I'm excited for tomorrow.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good.
Stay tuned for the next part.
Welcome to Mompreneur Co. 2024.
When a friend does not support you or purchase your products or services.
I took it very personal. So
What advice would
I will make this very short and sweet. Therapy still is on the list. Okay, so I want to see people succeed, right? So I created these businesses ground up. I shared them with friends. I shared them with family that I hired. And then these people took from me. And it's actually very similar to Ashley's story about a business partner. I didn't necessarily have business partners, but I had people who thought they were my business partner. And then all of a sudden, years went by, and this will go with the question. But what I'm getting at is I started having a chip on my shoulder because people wouldn't use me. I'd see a house listed for sale from somebody else. I'm like, oh, that was my best friend from high school. Like, why didn't they call me? Or then I'd see this person or that person or people I had supported in their business and they didn't use me, and I was bitter for a hot minute. I started unfriending every realtor. I didn't want to be friends with realtors. I started putting a shell up, and I was just like, forget you, and I was like, I'm a dang good person. This is really hard not to cuss right now. And I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it. And it got to a point where I think I had created this world where people thought that I was not a nice person. And so then the people who I thought were, supportive of me, they started giving me lists of what people would say about me. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but I will never forget receiving a list of things that said, she's so narcissistic, she only posts selfies so she can raise money for this, what do you want to call it? Like a nonprofit or what have you. She only does videos because of XYZ. She only does this. She's going to die alone. That was on the list. Yes. And this was a moment where I had to say, okay, these people are not for me, and I obviously have done something wrong because now I have been too bitter about people not using my business that now these people think that I'm just this a-hole. So I got to a place where I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. So then I got the mindset of the television show. I was like, I'm going to show people who I really am, and I'm going to show them that it's okay they didn't support my business, but I'm going to still support your business, and now my business and my group and the people around me are just flourishing. So I had to put my ego aside, and then I had to refriend agents, realtors on Facebook, and I had to rekindle those friendships. So at the end of the day, I'm kind of on multiple tangents, but what I'm saying is it's hard, and I was so mad for so long, but you got to learn that there's enough pie for everybody. So I've learned that, yeah, there's a piece for everybody. So honestly, they've nailed it. I would say, make it happen. So that's the title of my television show. Whenever I was building my businesses, it started over a decade ago, it was not an overnight success. And I think that's what people fail to realize is people look at me or, you hear side chatter and they're like, oh, well, she has it all. No. It took me over a decade in raising 2 babies to get to a place where I feel like, okay, now I can start. So it may look like I have it together. You already heard me back there. I've got therapy that needs to happen this year. But just because you think somebody has it together, it doesn't mean that that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just make it happen. I told myself, okay, I can be anxious at home doing nothing, or I can be anxious here doing something. So just make it happen, and I promise you'll find your groove.
We're out here at Cedar Hills Farms. We just finished up a broker's open, this beautiful house in Washington, Oklahoma. Erin, this is your listing. How do you think today went?
We could have had a few more bodies through, but the ones that came through had some really good feedback for us. They thought the views were wonderful. There is a great open green space right behind this house, and a lot of people are loving that.
Those sunsets.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. And you can get this all for under $300,000. This is listed at $285,000. We're only 10 minutes south of Norman, Oklahoma. It's beautiful. It's peaceful out here.
3 bed, 2 bath. Mm-hmm. What's the square footage again?
It is just under 1,550. on the square
So
footage.
just under 1,600.
And one of my favorite things about this house is the extra space. You don't usually see that storage space in this type of house. There are 2 pantries. You've got a nice walk-in one in the kitchen, and then you have an extra pantry or linen closet in the laundry room.
You really are obsessed with that extra
I
room.
am. I mean, at this type of home, you don't see that kind of storage.
I know.
And you know, we all have too much stuff. We need to hide it when people are coming. So love it.
And my favorite aspect of the house is this beautiful kitchen.
Yep.
I love the color scheme.
Plenty of room to gather.
Yes, plenty of room to gather. And the gorgeous Eden dining over here.
Okay, so broker's open.
We're here.
Thank you.
Go.
We're here. We've got 4 houses listed for sale.
4 for sale.
Out in beautiful Washington, Oklahoma. We're only 10 minutes south of Norman, Oklahoma.
And you have this beautiful sunset over here on the west. This
I
house
took a
faces.
video out here
So-
because our house is going to be built down there.
No,
No,
it's
they can't.
it's a detention pond.
Where's the pond?
Well,
Well,
if
we're
it
not-
has
Oh,
a,
like if it floods?
We're in a
that's
bit
the,
of a
that's
drought.
the waterfall. That was a natural pond when this was just land, and then that's the drainage system for this
follow.
neighborhood.
Totally follow.
Okay.
Okay, so we did a broker's open today. It was not as great as last time.
Yeah.
No, I think we are seeing the struggle of being so far away from a city at this point. I think that interest rates have dropped, but you still have hesitant buyers, agents that are tired.
They're tightening their belts.
They're tightening their belts, yeah. And I think too that getting out here, I mean, gas-wise, I feel like right now we're driving around constantly and not seeing that return. So having a broker's open this far away, it's probably not the best timing for this, but maybe when things start settling down and people start. And it's fair. The fair started today, didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, our bad.
Like the Norman?
Oklahoma
No,
City.
Or like
the
Norman
big
was last
fair.
weekend. Yeah.
The big fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we should have
So the
not
next
have-
2 weeks curse of the fair has started.
Okay.
Yeah.